Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click subscribe and take the notification bell for more updates. Right now, our topic is the Filipino counting numbers. And if you're interested in learning this one, please continue watching the video until the end. And together, let's learn Filipino today. Counting numbers are also called pamilang na mga numero. Pamilang came from the root word bilang, means to count. Again, pa, mi, lang, na, mga, numero. Pamilang na mga numero. Numero means number. Mga numero means numbers. Pamilang is for counting. Again, counting numbers are pamilang na mga numero. Let's start with 1 up to 10. Isa, 1. Isa, isa. Dalawa, 2. Dalawa, dalawa. Tatlo, 3. Tatlo, tatlo. Apat, 4. Apat, apat. Lima, 5. Lima, lima. Anim, 6. Anim, anim. Pito, 7. Pito, pito. Walo, 8. Walo, walo. Siyam, 9. Siyam, siyam. Or you can also use the sound with sh. Sh. You can pronounce it as sham or siyam. Sampo, 10. Sampo, sampo. Now we're in number 11 up to 20. Labing isa, 11. Labing isa, labing isa. Labindalawa, 12. Labindalawa, labindalawa. Labintatlo, 13. Labintatlo. Labing apat, 14. Labing apat, labing apat. Labinlima, 15. Labinlima, labinlima. Labing-anim, 16. Labing-anim, labing-anim. Labimpito, 17. Labimpito. Labingwalo, 18. Labingwalo, labingwalo. Labinsyam or labinsiyam, 19. Labinsiyam, labinsyam. Dalawampu, 20. Dalawa, dalawampu, dalawampu. I have here some highlighted letters. We have here letter I, A, and W. If you can observe, if the first letter of the next word starts with a vowel, you will use labing with the ng end of labi. Here we have letter I, so we will use labing, isa. We have here apat. We will use labing apat. We have here anim. So that's why we have labing anim. And also there's some exception, and this is letter W. We will also use labing for walo. It will become labing walo. Another thing is that we have here labin without the letter G. Labin, dalawa. Since the next word, dalawa, starts with letter D, which is a consonant, that's why we are going to use labin. Another example, we have here tatlo, and it starts with letter T. That's why we have labin tatlo, and so on and so forth. We have also here another thing to remember, and that's the letter M. It will become labim. And you will only use this if the next word starts with letter P, like pito, which means 7, and dalawampu, since 10 is sampu, and dalawa will become 20, we will put dalawa and add po. So we are going to use the letter M. Dalawampu. If it's number 10, sampu. If it's 17, labimpito. So just remember the letter P. Okay? Is it clear? Again, for the words that starts with consonants, you will use labin. If the next word starts with a vowel, we will use labing. And if the next word or the number itself will start with letter P, we will use labim. Okay? Now we're in number 30 up to 90. Tatlumpo, 30. Tatlumpo, tatlumpo. If you can observe, number 3 is tatlo, right? And here, if you want to say 30, this letter O will become letter U, and just add po. Tatlumpo, tatlumpo. We have here apat na po, 40. 4 is for apat, and you will just add na po to make it 40. Apat na po, apat na po. Limampo, 50. 5 is for lima. And if you want to say 50, you just add po. Okay? make it 50. 60. 60. 60. 60. 6 is for anim, and you have to add na po to make it 60. 70. 70. 7 spells like this with the last letter of O. And the same thing with tatlo, we will turn this O into U plus po, making it 70. The only thing you have to remember in this part is that you will use M po if the last letter of the first word ends with a vowel letter, like tatlo, which has the O letter, making it U, and add po. You will use na if the first word ends with consonant. And that's the time you will have to add na po. So, lima, we have no problem in here. We don't have to change A into something else. So just as is, lima plus M po. We have here anim, and it ends with letter M, which is a consonant. So that's why we are going to use na. Okay? So to wrap up, if we have a first word that ends with a vowel letter, we have to use M po. If we have the first word that ends with a consonant letter, we are going to use na po. Okay, did you get it? That's great. We have here 100 up to 1 billion. Let's have this 100. In Filipino, it is daan. Daan. If you want to say 100, you have to put the 1 or isa at the beginning of daan. It will become isang daan. Or daan will also become raan. If you want to say 100, it will become isang raan or isang daan. For example, if you want to say 200, 2 is for, yes, it is dalawa. And you have to add only the ng, making it dalawang daan or dalawang raan. And so on and so forth. Now let's have this 1,000. In Filipino, it is libo. Libo. If you want to say 1,000, it will become isang libo. Isang libo. if you want to say 2,000, it will become 2,000. Just add the ng. Now let's have million. In Filipino it is still million, but it has different spelling. We have here milyon. It is pronounced as milyon. In English, it's million, but in Filipino, it will become milyon. Okay? If you want to say 1 million, still, you will use the ng. And we have here isang milyon. For 2 million, we have 2 milyon. Okay, that's a great one. Now, let's have billion. Still the same with million. It will be having a L and Y spelling. It will become billion. Instead of billion, it will become billion. So the same pattern will be applied in here. If you want to say 1 billion, can you guess it? Alright, that's great. It will become isang bilyon, 2 bilyon, 3 bilyon, and so on and so forth. And the last one is trillion. We have here the same thought, trillion, with the L and Y spelling. And yeah, that's all for this video. So if you have some questions and suggestions, please don't forget to comment it in our comment section. And if you like this video, please click subscribe and share it to your friends who are also studying Filipino language. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I hope you've learned something and stay tuned for more videos. Salamat po! Paalam!